don't tiptoe. Kill streaks like we dominate in Skid Row. When we down, you still never see my click throw. I just pull up on you with a Kimbo. Stomping through the halls, we don't tiptoe. Kill streaks like we dominate in Skid Row. When we down, you still never see my click throw. I just pull up on you with a Kimbo.
Hello PPW Nation and welcome back to the Prairie Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. We are your commentary team, the Video Bros. I'm Bobby Munson and the man beside me, you know him as the man with the angelic voice. He is Papa Smokes! Papa Smokes, happy Saturday, brother. How the hell are you?
Happy Saturday to you, Munson, and happy Saturday to all my wrestling people out here. Let's bring them some action.
You're going to bring the action right here on YouTube, but if you happen to be in Saskatoon, Papa Smokes, you want to join the Video Bros live tonight as we're bringing you PPW Presents Love is Dead, the next set of tapings here for the YouTube channel, the next live event in Saskatoon. Hopefully you got your tickets, but the hottest tickets in town, I tell you, Papa Smokes, because of talents like this right here. They are the man of two minds. We got Jack Pride joining us here for tag team action on Prairie Pro Wrestling.
What a treat, Munson, a big talent that's been coming to Saskatoon for a couple of years now. Doesn't look like the fans are too happy to see him. He's one talented wrestler.
We do have someone that the fans, I believe, would be very happy to see here. Absent from PPW for quite some time and going to be tagging with Jack Pride here tonight. Papa Smokes, we are seeing the return of the intangible Zoe Sager to Prairie Pro Wrestling here tonight.
All right.
Zoe Sager going to be teaming up with Jack Pride here to take on the team of the Clandestine Society. Of course, the Clandestine Society is the very team that has been touted by our own Crash Crimson to be the team he believes will be the first ever Prairie Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. But you know, between the Brotherhood, the Short Kings, and now, of course, the team of Jack Pride and intangible Zoe Sager, we got a lot of people that have a difference of opinion when it comes to the tag division in those tag team titles.
Speaking of a difference of opinion, these fans here aren't taking to Zoe Sager like they have in the past. She's come out with a little bit of a different attitude.
Really has different attitude, but if you've been following her on the independent scene, Papa Smoke, she is one of the top women's wrestlers out there today, voted very highly by the PWI Top 500 and getting all over the world, making her name, and she's back here in a PPW ring. Very excited to see so, despite what the PPW Nation might think. But you know what they will think, Pop Smokes, is they will think highly of these two right here. The Clandestine Society, starting off with that man right there, the very founder, your savior, and God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
And you can feel the tension in the building amongst the crowd when Blaze comes out. He's got that look in his eye, like he's got something on his mind. He's got that book, and he's got his partner, the Rhinestone Cowboy. Lord only knows what's on his mind here, but it can't be good.
I guarantee that the PPW Nation, they might love Michael Richard Blaze, but they absolutely adore the Rhinestone Cowboy, who's going to be joining us here momentarily. But yes, a lot of accolades from the PPW Nation for this very, very well-decorated superstar, Michael Richard Blaze, world-traveled over 20 years inside of a professional wrestling ring, and you know that he gets 110% every time that he steps inside of not only a Prairie Pro Wrestling ring, but any wrestling ring that is brought before him.
Absolutely, Munson. Michael Blaze has done it all. We're always privileged to have him wrestle in Saskatoon.
The noisy crowd here in Saskatoon, PPW Nation, is loud. They are proud, and they are waiting on the call for the Rhinestone Cowboy. Papa Smokes, this roof is going to get blown off here tonight, but while you're waiting for the Rhinestone Cowboy, we ask if you're watching here on YouTube to go ahead, click subscribe, and hit the notification button down below. Blaze with a different way of asking this time around, Papa Smokes. No longer his cowboy, but our cowboy, the PPW Nation's cowboy. And you can tell the connection that Stephen Crow has made with the PPW Nation. has carried the Clandestine Society very well through this tag team division so far.
Listen to this crowd, Munson. They absolutely love the Rhinestone Cowboy everywhere he goes, but especially here in PPW in Saskatoon. They love to be a part of the song, a part of the entrance. We're going to get a great match as usual.
You know, the Stephen Crow has been doing very well on the independent scene, picking up singles titles as well as tag team titles along his path so far. But imagine, look towards tag team gold here in Prairie Pro Wrestling is in sight for Stephen Crow and Michael Richard Blaze. But again, as the tag division continues to get hotter and hotter, there is a lot of teams that want to be able to say they are the very first in the tag division of Prairie Pro Wrestling to hold the gold, and only the second technically champion in Prairie Pro Wrestling history.
It's going to take something to rise to the top of this new tag team division, even as new as it is. A number of very sturdy teams in here. We've got 2 of them in the ring tonight, but more than that, all going to be vying for those shiny new PPW tag team title belts.
I got to ask you, Papa Smokes, do you think it is playing on the mind of the Rhinestone Cowboy and Michael Richard Blaze here tonight that they have had their horrible encounters lately with Bucky McGraw and the Brotherhood, not only interfering in matchups, but attacking them during in-ring segments here at Prairie Pro Wrestling? The psychology that has got to be playing on the Clandestine Society is got to play a factor here tonight, I imagine.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. There's no way it couldn't be on their mind. After the last event, when the Brotherhood left the Clandestine Society lying in the middle of the ring, they laid a serious beating on them and sent a serious message. They want the gold in the tag team division. They're not going to let the Clandestine Society stand in their way. I'm sure Crow and Blaze will have something to say about that, however.
Looks like we're going to start things off with the intangible Zoe Sager and the Rhinestone Cowboy Stephen Crow here. The crowd very hot for Stephen Crow's two-stepping and dancing here, but it's not going to be about two-stepping and dancing for long because the bell has rung and the match is underway. And I really don't believe that Zoe is going to stand too long for this two-stepping in the middle of the ring.
She's not a fan of the dancing. It looks like she wants Blaze in the ring.
She is asking for it. The PPW Nation, I believe they would prefer to see Stephen Crow, but you can see on the outside there, Jack Pride getting the PPW Nation all riled up. Zoe saying she doesn't want the Cowboy, but Blaze reiterating the PPW Nation wants the Cowboy. He wants the Cowboy. Quite frankly, Papa Smokes, at this point, I want to see Zoe Sager and the Cowboy lock up.
Absolutely. We'll get it at some point in this match, but not quite yet. Looks like it's going to be the God of Wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze, starting this match first, with a little dancing of his own.
That's right, showing off the short shorts as the PPW Nation always calls for whenever Michael Richard Blaze is in a ring. Zoe Sager, Michael Richard Blaze, no strangers to one another as they have crossed paths many times on the independent scene. Some very classic one-on-one encounters between these two. And two-step now coming from Michael Richard Blaze. He's learning a few steps along the path here, teaming up with the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Zoe Sager's had enough of this dancing business. She's going to initiate a lockup in the middle of the ring. And you can see she's not as big and not as strong as some of the other wrestlers around here, but she makes up, more than makes up for it, with heart and determination.
It's slapping the taste out of a person's mouth, just like she did there.
Wow.
And very intelligent when Zoe Sager heading back to the corner, tagging in Jack Pride, taking the time now to get inside that ring. Ooh,
Well, these
now
two teams seemingly in no hurry to get going, taking their time for sure, but also at the same time enacting these psychological tactics against each other. Now Sager and Pride working the psychology against Blaze and Crow a little bit here.
well, Jack Pride saying that they want the Cowboy, and now the PPW Nation finally getting Stephen Crow tagged into this matchup. Jack Pride has been on a mean streak as of late, Papa Smokes. We have seen single matches where he is absolutely destroying his opponents. We got to imagine that is going to be no different here tonight. That mean streak continues from Jack Pride.
Wow. Yeah, Pride's definitely a person of two minds, and if you catch him on that bad side, he will lay some hurt on his opponent in the ring, no question.
Well, it's time to giddy up here, Papa Smokes, and Stephen Crow looking to take advantage of the matchup. And look at that, Jack Pride well scouted, but Stephen Crow managed to slink out of it into the roll-up. 1.5 count only. The German suplex. So Stephen Crow manages to block. Nice reversals back and forth between these two, but a beautiful hurricanrana, and Jack Pride goes down. Stephen Crow now mocking Zoe Sager. Jack Pride could be in a lot of trouble here in the corner, now isolated on the side of the Clandestine Society. And you know, the tandem work from these two individuals has been nothing short of spectacular these weeks in Prairie Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, this is Crow and Blaze's bread and butter right here. Isolating one opponent, keeping him in their corner, keeping them weak, and making frequent tags, double team maneuvers, and attempted pinfalls. Ooh, just like that one. Quick 2 count already early in this match.
Pride wisely managing to get outside the ring, gain some composure over there. Great ring awareness by Pride after that kick out here. Going to take that opportunity to reset and get prepared to get his head back into this matchup. Blaze is not ready to wait around, looking to get back in here, but look at this, Pride pulling the referee in. Some might call it genius here, Papa Smokes, and look at that. Oh, and now two-stepping from Zoe after the nut shot in the middle of the ring. Wow.
Wow, that was very nicely done. Referee none the wiser, and they've got a very serious blow on Michael Richard Blaze here. He is down for the count for a bit here.
Isolated over the corner of his opponent, Michael Richard Blaze is in a world of hurt after that distraction that was created by Sager and Pride. Now Sager's got Michael Richard Blaze draped across that ropes, absolutely just throwing all her weight into it, choking the life out of Michael Richard Blaze. Look at those vicious kicks. Man, has she been working on those kicks since the last time we saw Zoe Sager in a PPW ring here at Papa Smokes. Much more aggressive, much more violent.
Oh, isn't this wild to see her with a completely different attitude, not listening to the referee's instructions, not caring what the fans have to say about her. She's bending the rules till they break at this point. She's doing very well in this match, getting a quick pinfall on Michael Richard Blaze.
And how quickly the PPW Nation can turn on you, Papa Smoke. Zoe Sager, a beloved PPW original here, started with us at the Food Truck Wars back in 2019 and been with us ever since. The crowd has adhered to Zoe Sager ever since. But now the Zoe Sucks chants being uttered by the PPW Nation here tonight, something I never thought that I would hear after this many years of Zoe Sager in PPW.
Yeah, same, Munson. It's a new era and a new time. Zoe Sager's had it with being the good girl. She's coming in here with a mission now, and her and Jack Pride are looking towards those tag team titles.
Fantastic work so far. Again, continuing to isolate Blaze over into their corner. Now using that opportunity for some double team work. Take the veteran down. Oh, look at that beautiful stomp from Zoe Sager. Michael Richard Blaze is in trouble here, Papa Smokes.
Yeah, he sure is, and he'd love to get over to his corner for a tag from the Rhinestone Cowboy, but Zoe Sager is having none of that. Now drop kicking him to the outside.
Hitting the barrier around the outside by the PPW Nation. Michael Richard Blaze. I mean, at this point in time, Jack Pride now going on the attack. They might be looking to just take him out, accept a count-out victory here tonight. By any means necessary, you pick up those victories and earn yourself a chance at the PPW Tag Team Championships when they debut here in PPW. And I'm sure, Papa Smokes, it's got to be coming soon. We heard the rumor. We knew it was coming. Those PPW titles, they're on the way. They're beautiful looking. They're shiny looking. And everybody's going to want to be holding them.
And that's the feeling of all the tag teams around Saskatchewan right now, is looking towards those belts. It's a tough scene. There are a lot of great teams and a lot of talent out there. Every tag team has got to start piling up those W's, getting the wins, getting up there in the rankings so that they can be the first to carry those brand new, beautiful belts.
As MRB finally turns this around, but he is a long ways away from his corner. And look at this, Jack Pride right in there, gives a forearm straight to the Rhinestone Cowboy, who is now completely out of this. Could have been Blaze's opportunity, but now he is back isolated inside the ring while the Rhinestone Cowboy on the outside.
And trying to make something happen against Jack Pride there, but now Zoe Sager in the ring. Blaze is still by himself with both members of the opposition.
Go for the cover. Still not nearly enough, though. Barely a 2 count on that one. Blaze kicks out. The match continues. And remember, PPW Nation, if you didn't catch on earlier, we are going to be live tonight in Saskatoon for the Love is Dead. PPW presents Love is Dead, and a couple of big matches on that card to look forward to. And those matches will inevitably make their way here to Prairie Pro Wrestling on YouTube. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on the channel. Or if you're in Saskatoon and you want to catch that live taping, you head on down there. And we got tag team action as well, too, Papa Spokes. The Brotherhood going to be taking on the Short Kings live in Saskatoon here tonight. Looking forward to seeing those two teams, another couple that are eyeing the prize for the tag team gold.
Absolutely.
Back in the corner, Zoe Sager bringing in Jack Pride. Thunderous shot right to the midsection. A great job cutting this ring off here tonight. Zoe Sager and Jack Pride, I did not know what to expect. Not a lot of knowledge of these two as a tag team prior to this, Papa Spokes, but seeing what I'm seeing here tonight, they came prepared for this matchup with the Clandestine Society.
I'm sure these two know each other from around the Western Canadian wrestling scene. Maybe they've worked together before, but they've also been obviously preparing some tag team maneuvers for this match. Like I say, wanting to get the wins towards being those first tag team champions.
Zoe Sager now getting the tag in. There we go again. Some of that tandem work that we talked about that the Clandestine Society does so well. We're going to see now from Zoe Sager and Jack Pride. But Blaze landed on his feet, managing to get out of this. Look at that. Kick to Zoe Sager, and now Jack Pride up and over the top rope. Blaze might have just created himself a little bit of space here, Papa Spokes. He just needs to get to that corner, get to the Rhinestone Cowboy. But like a vicious dog, Zoe Sager attacking the leg of Michael Richard Blaze, assuring that he ain't going nowhere. She's like a pit bull in there tonight.
Very smart, too. Just when he needed to get to the corner, she took out that leg, giving him no chance whatsoever to go over and get that tag he so desperately wants.
MRB dove to the outside, taking out Jack Pride, but now Zoe Sager going out there to take care of business. But Michael Richard Blaze dives back into the ring. This could be it, Papa Smokes. Whoa. Zoe Sager quick to get back in, preventing that tag from happening. Very smart on the behalf of Zoe Sager there.
Well, she got up and into the ring quicker than a hiccup.
They're going to make that tag. Zoe holding on for dear life. She does not want anything to do with a fired up Rhinestone Cowboy, but the tag is made, and here comes Stephen Crow.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful athleticism from the top. Stephen Crow is fired up, and the PPW Nation are on their feet, Papa Smokes.
And he's going to do it all himself at this point. He's been waiting for this tag, conserving his energy. Whoa, did you see that face buster, Munson?
Looking to put an end to this thing quick here.
Whoa.
Larian from behind. Zoe Sager down in the middle of the ring now. Could this be it? Stephen Crow looking to maybe end things right here, right now. Backbreaker to Zoe Sager. Covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. And just in the nick of time, Jack Pride saves the day.
That was so close. That double underhook backbreaker was just perfectly executed by Stephen Crow. Zoe Sager just barely able to get out of that pinning attempt.
Blaze tossing Jack Pride to the outside there. Now we're back to Stephen Crow. Zoe Sager center of the ring, but Zoe gets a little reversal on things there. Look at that beautiful handstand kick to the chops of Stephen Crow.
That was impressive.
Clothesline takes Crow down. We can tell Zoe Sager leaps and bounds. Has the way she has developed since coming here to PPW the very first time. Now looking like a major threat, not only to this tag division, but goddamn, Papa Smokes. I think Zoe Sager could really make a run at the singles competition here at PPW as well too.
Yeah, I think you're completely right about that.
Clandestine Society here with that tandem maneuver, looking to end it all for the intangible one. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Kick out. Zoe Sager manages to get out of that, and this continues.
Wow, that was a real gut check there for Zoe Sager. She could have been easily down for the 3 count after that tag team maneuver there. High impact to the upper back and back of the neck. She's still in a tough way here, but she managed to get out of that pin. Very impressive.
We might be going for a classic now, Papa Smokes. MRB is calling for the Brain Buster. Zoe Sager not going to have it. Look at that now, ripping at the face of MRB.
Wow. This is another side of Zoe Sager we've never seen before.
Look at that, the unexpected power, and drops Blaze down. Oh, and a little reassurance there, taking the Rhinestone Cowboy out. So we now going to the top. It's high risk time, Papa Smokes. What goes up must come down off the ropes and taking Blaze out there.
Blaze took a huge shot there. Now the tag to Jack Pride. What's he going to do? He's got to weaken Michael Richard Blaze. Oh.
We're going to get some back and forth shots here from these two guys. Vicious from each one of them. Sticklers for punishment right in the center of the ring as they're taking shots back and forth at each other. Who can withstand this? Michael Richard Blaze ducks and now goes for the kick to the midsection to Jack Pride. A super kick for reassurance and one more to the old bread basket. Pride ducks the clothesline underneath the feet of Michael Richard Blaze. Up and over, and the left hook. Oh, and a kick right to the chops. Oh, Blaze tagging in the Rhinestone Cowboy. Business is about to pick up as these two could be looking at ending right here. Jack Pride is up, Papa Smokes, but getting out of it just in time. Oh, and shoving Blaze right into Crow.
That was a great escape, and Jack Pride needed it right there. That match was about to end if they hit that maneuver on him. He manages to get to the corner and tag in Zoe Sager, who's looking tired and a little bit groggy at this point, but he's going to go on the offensive against the Rhinestone Cowboy.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Now Zoe Sager. Oh, look at that kick!
Wow.
Stephen Crow might be completely out, Papa Smokes, and if he's not, he damn sure is now.
My God, the impact of that flying knee. Oh.
Cross body from
Crow's
Jack
got to
Pride.
be knocked into next week from those two shots.
I gotta say, the Clandestine Society has had some absolute classics here in PPW already, Papa Smokes, but here tonight, it looks like Zoe and Jack Pride might have figured out the code to bring the Clandestine Society to a loss. These two are looking very, very good as a team here tonight, Pop Smokes, making a great statement in their tag team debut for Prairie Pro, but Blaze now breaking up that everything going on in the corner there.
Wow.
And the kick now to Jack Pride.
The Blaze saving the day there. I think if Pride and Sager had hit that double maneuver in the corner, we would have had a finished match here. But Blaze comes in to save his Rhinestone Cowboy.
Remember, Papa Smokes, it's our Rhinestone Cowboy now.
I stand corrected.
Zoe Sager with Michael Richard Blaze going to the top here. And again, just when you thought Blaze might have saved the day, Zoe might have something to say about it all here, right now. On up. I get nervous anytime anybody's on those top ropes, Papa folks, because you know destruction is coming. Oh, Blaze now with that shoulder check to Zoe Sager, maybe saving himself from an inevitable doom. But Zoe might have put herself in the line of fire by being up there with Michael Richard Blaze, a master of the top rope. Oh, the superplex from MRB.
You hear the sound of the...
Oh, the man doesn't end. The double stomp from Jack Pride. Oh my God, Papa's folks. And now Meteora from the top. Rhinestone Cowboy. Everyone is down, and the PPW Nation love it.
Bodies lying everywhere, man. Munson, we've got high impact maneuvers, top rope maneuvers, strikes to the face. The bodies are lying everywhere, Munson, and this crowd can't get enough.
As a famous song once said, Papa Smokes, let the bodies hit the floor, and you know what? The PPW Nation will sing along with it. They're loving the man. They're loving the carnage. These sadistic PPW Nation fans love to watch the hurt be put on to the roster here in PPW.
The question is, will either of these teams or any of these wrestlers be the same after this match? This has been a long, hellish match for both teams, both not giving up an inch trying to get this victory. But now look at the Clandestine Society, finding a little extra energy somewhere inside. They want to take this home and win this match.
What will it take to end this one? Both teams throwing everything they can at one another, tearing each other apart, but electrifying the PPW Nation and hopefully electrifying you all around the world right now. And oh my God, Papa Smoke, it's the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood are here.
What are these guys doing here?
The Brotherhood led by Bucky McGraw right there. That man, wrestling's smartest man, leading the charge here tonight. Jacob Creed, the Dixie Dragon, are now about to lay out Zoe Sager and Jack Pride. Well, look at this, the Clandestine Society getting in there and starting to throw the fists. Fighting for their lives, though, after a hellish match like this. The Brotherhood are looking to absolutely destroy once again Stephen Crow and Michael Richard Blaze. Got him hooked here, and oh my goodness.
My God.
Absolute chaos.
The massive impact on those two choke slams. And you had the feeling that the Brotherhood was not going to sit by and watch these other two teams try to rise to the top of the tag team division without them having something to say about it. So what do you know? They've come out and interfered in this match. They're going to make their presence known. Send a message to the rest of the tag teams in PPW. The Brotherhood is here.
Brotherhood is here, and the message is clear. Destruction comes to those who stand in their way on the way to the BBW Tag Team Championships. But you know what, Papa Smokes? We got to say it as always in the meantime and in between time. We got to get out of here for this week at Prairie Pro Wrestling, but we'll be back 1 week from today with you guys on Saturday. We thank you for spending the time with myself and Papa Smokes, and we will see you again in 1 week's time. Take care, everybody.